Are you thinking about selling your home? With Orchard, you can skip the hassles of listing a home and go straight to getting an all-cash offer. It's simple. Once Orchard determines your home value, they make you a cash offer. Then, when Orchard sells your home for more than they paid you for it, you keep all of the profit. Maximize your earnings and minimize the stress of selling your home. Visit Orchard.com to see how you can get an all-cash offer. Orchard, it's the new way to home.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 17, Episode number 3609. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill. 3 Ted Smith. Woo! And my con. Montgomery. And you are the Men's Room. Up there today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best and worst foods for a first date. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a Men's Room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack, drinkity drunk.
All right, here we go. TV reporter doing a live shot gets hit by a car. Says she's okay because she's been hit before. Meanwhile, man takes police on a high-speed chase and comes out with hamburger in hand when he opens the door. Teacher takes kids' personal stuff at school, so 40 years later, he breaks into school to get it back. Runaway go-kart drags a driver down the road until into a garage. It goes smack. And a man in Turkey is charged with robbery after stealing a 70-ton bridge. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
All the bitches, good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category wheel. Like butter.
There's a lot of room in here to spend it in.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I mean, you nailed it, bro.
Yep, on it.
So we will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, after 2 Big Dummies, our biggest dummy is a 2-way tie between Ryan and Cheyenne, both of whom tried to buy cider at the Apple Store and found a way to answer 8 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Imagine if you could sell your home and get paid twice. With Orchard, you can. It's simple. First, Orchard makes you a cash offer on your home. If you accept it, here's your cash. Really. Then Orchard handles the rest. Painting, repairing, listing, and showing your home. And when it sells for more than Orchard paid you for it, you get to keep the profit. Learn how to get paid twice for selling your home. Visit Orchard.com. It's the new way to home.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
All right, let's clear this garage. Start a pile here for donations, one over here for recycling, and one more over here for trash. Hang on, what are you doing?
Recycling?
We may need that paint one day, and that can't be recycled.
First, this can looks older than me. And second, paintcare.org says you can.
Paintcare.org. Let me see. Oh, and there's a drop-off site close by. And it's free? Nice.
Dad, no.
Debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hello, Charles, and away we go. Welcome to Season 17, Episode number 3609. What a large and in-charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Hopefully not as many technical difficulties as we had yesterday.
Start already.
It's the one we talked about earlier today in the office. We're talking about my sound effects box. I'm like, look, it's just old, and you'll hit a button, and then it won't play the sound effect for about 20 seconds, but after that, it's good to go. See you later. Oh, right as rain.
Set to warm up the engine.
So it wasn't on my end.
No, this was
you're
us
good.
today.
You're good.
Yeah, at the beginning of the intro, I was like, am I waiting for this stuff? What's going on? Is this like a big pregnant pause? Head chef is in the house, Ted's Meat and Potatoes. It is all about soup today, as the head chef has the best and worst foods for a first date. Ted, I know that you are big on soup, especially if you meet a lady for the first time. I'm sure that's got to be in the best category.
Yeah, let's go suck hot broth together.
Yeah. It could lead to other things.
Hey, look, I had this argument with a lot of people after we had it on the show. Everybody agrees. It's weird. Who orders soup on a first date?
Why is that so weird?
What if you?
I mean, like,
what if you put that on your dating profile? Like, my first date, I prefer to go out and get some soup.
Yeah, I mean, cool. You gotta get that chick,
and then go to the library. They go to the library downtown afterward. You know what I mean? Just have a really nice afternoon together.
Yeah.
So the best and worst, is this like ribs and stuff?
That's exactly what it said. Look, the list doesn't make sense because some of them that are on the good side, you're like, that shouldn't be there. That sounds messy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it was more about the breath, like garlic foods. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was just more about the messy factor as far as how you feel, how you look when you're eating something in front of somebody.
It's mostly the messy factor and exactly what you're saying, how you look when you eat it.
I'm pulling for chili. Yeah. It's kind of like
fried
soup.
Chicken.
It's messy.
What about fried chicken? I mean, because look, look, I want to get appetizers. So I'm already going to start with finger foods, right?
Right.
I mean, isn't that a given? So I'm already doing that anyway. So fried chicken. Would that be okay? I mean, it's kind of messy. You use your hands.
See, I feel like fried chicken, it can't be on the bone, right? So if you got like, I don't know, a chicken fried steak, that's okay. If you got to eat it with your hands, somehow that's a turnoff. Although I will say, if I'm on a first date and the chick is taking down fried chicken, like, that's a keeper.
Yeah.
Well, and not only that, but don't you judge people by the way that they eat chicken? For an example, you go out and you get an order of wings, right?
All right.
Okay, especially on the flats. You'll see people who won't break the bones apart. They won't get in there and get the meat. And when they put the chicken bone that they're done with away, there's still all this delicious meat on it. There's still some crispy skin on the ends that they didn't get. They kind of nibbled it around it. You know what I mean? It's like, man, I cleaned that bone down to the bone. It is dry. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I wonder if I'd be sitting there thinking to myself, she doesn't really eat all the chicken wings.
Yeah, but the flip side is that's extra meat
can I finish
for you.
Them?
Yeah, I feel like first date, I'm going boneless, and then later I'll be like, I really want to bone in, but I didn't know what to order.
That's all right. I wanted ribs.
Yeah.
And I got a salad.
I mean, if all goes well, something's getting bone in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Head chef coming up with the best and worst foods for a first date. Also, today we'll do the Men's Room Happy Hour as we do every Monday through Friday at 6. We head on over to the Odyssey app exclusively for the Men's Room Happy Hour. If you don't have the Odyssey app, all you got to do is download it. It's absolutely free. And then when you do, search for the Men's Room Happy Hour channel. And then from there, you'll hear us at 6 o'clock Monday through Friday. Keep in mind, it is more of a R-rated version of the Men's Room. Not exactly a family-friendly show, as we don't necessarily follow the same rules that we do on these airwaves here at KISW. So coming up today in honor of that, we're going to do a little Dirty Big Dummy. And today is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And as you said, Steve, the biggest dummy so far. Two-way tie last week, Ryan and Cheyenne. It took them 8 questions to get one right. And as we play Big Dummy, I always like to do a little men's room poll. Last time we played the game, we said, what disease would be named after you. So if you had to choose between one of these 4 ailments, we brought up Lou Gehrig's, we brought up a number of others. Which one would you be, I guess, the most comfortable having your name attached to? And your choices: herpes, what a fun one that is. Chronic halitosis, so your name would be known for someone who has terrible breath. There was IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and erectile dysfunction. Here's how the voting went if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. Coming in last place, believe it or not, the one thing that you would not want to be named after, 8% of you said chronic halitosis. Chronic halitosis.
Which is,
that was one of the most people.
But you made a good point last week. You said, yeah, but the one thing about it is just, it's not contagious. You can't give it to anyone. You know what I mean? It's just you as an individual.
Yeah, but man, you know those days when we walked into that studio back in Baltimore, man, and just how thick that air was. I mean, it was tough to breathe. And that would be named after you. That funk, that death smell. You know what I mean? The plaque smell.
Yeah, I don't want it named after me. But again, and based on the one guy we worked with, which we cannot explain how bad this guy's breath was, but god damn, buddy.
Did have a hot girl.
Number 3 on the list. Yes, he did. And everybody said the same thing. I don't know how the hell he pulled that off. Wasn't he a twin or something?
What?
Or didn't he have like a brother that had another hot wife?
No, that was his brother's girl. He took her.
Oh, that's what happened. Mm-hmm. That was his brother's girlfriend, and he ended up marrying her?
Yep. Yeah, the brother brought her home for a holiday, and then he ends up with her.
That begs the question, how bad was his brother's breath?
That's my first thought, man.
It had to have been horrible. Like, oh my God, if that was tolerable. Okay, coming in at number 3, that would be herpes at 10%. 10% of you said, I do not want to have any association with being involved with herpes. Number 2, ED, erectile dysfunction. 26% of you said, I'm cool with that. Number 1, believe it or not, by a landslide, people said that they would want their name attached to irritable bowel syndrome. 56%.
I feel like that's just the one that you can make the most light of. Now, it's never fun, and I don't wish IBS on anybody, but pooping is just naturally something funny.
Yeah, but when you have to poop all the time, like people with IBS, they don't think pooping's fun.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
I do, but they certainly don't. I got a case of the thrills, man. Where's your bathroom?
Mm-hmm. Kind of plays into this week's poll. Thank you, Ted, since I'm stuck here at home. I haven't been able to do a damn thing. It sucks. I'm running out of food. You can't do one at home anymore. So one of these items you cannot do at home anymore. That's our Men's Room poll. Number 1 on the list, as you said, is to use the bathroom to take a poop. So you can no longer poop in your own home.
God. Yeah, I don't know, man.
A lot of you work from home.
Right. So every time you poop, you got to go somewhere else.
This would be difficult. I mean, I guess you could walk into a McDonald's now, maybe a Starbucks. I don't know.
But if you can't poop at home anymore, at some point, even McDonald's is going to say, yo, man, like, we know what you're doing in there, but sir, you got to stop using our bathroom. It can't
you have to buy something every time you went in. You know what I mean? So every time you had to poop, you'd have to get like a small fry or an ice cream cone. You know what I mean? You couldn't, or a hot apple pie. That would be the thing. That's the only way you could do it. Because if you're a paying customer, you can use the bathroom.
Right.
God, that would be weird.
Dude, what about just every time you go to somebody's house, you'd be like, hey, dude, I got to poop.
I've been holding it for 3 days, man. I got to use your bathroom.
I just do it at work.
I guess, yeah, you probably
what
would
about
go out
the weekend?
To eat a lot.
Right? Saturday.
You're going to drive all the way up just to poop?
No, I'll go to the Fred Meyer.
You're gonna go poop at the Fred Meyer.
You're darn right, man.
Plus, I mean,
hey, look,
just that peace and tranquility of home games pooping. That's gone.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. And Mike, listen, it is universally known, and we have heard caller after caller after caller throughout the year say this is absolutely true. The one public restroom where the most crazy stuff goes down, the thing where you do not want to be involved. There's 2 locations. Number 2 is the mall. The mall general bathroom area.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 is any grocery store. So if you think for 1 minute
they're pretty
that you could go to any grocery store and use the bathroom, we have heard more bizarre stories from East Coast to here. You name it.
Everybody.
It is always in a grocery store.
I'll still take it over like a roadside pit stop.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. Grocery store bathrooms are
they're a different animal, no doubt about it.
They also feel like they've been recently used. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like when you sit on a seat and you realize it's still body temperature, but you weren't the person sitting there.
Especially when you see the guy with the bucket walking out of the bathroom and it still feels like it's recently been used.
That's what I mean, man. There's something wrong.
You go into the stall, the bucket's in there with a mop. You know what I mean? And there's a guy that looks like he's got his pants, you know what I mean, like off, and this one over here, and I don't think he's moved or made a noise. You know what I mean? So
why are your pants off?
There's no camo cough or nothing. You know what I mean? He's just kind of there, and you know he's there.
He's not doing anything that you can tell, but he's not wearing pants and he's sitting down.
Yay. Right. You name it. I mean, you name the supermarket.
You also got to think about what happens, like, it's a Saturday night, right? You went out, you drank too much, you ate too much.
Right.
Now you got the bubble guts. It's 3 a.m. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not pooping inside.
You started having a dream that you needed to poop because it's your body's way of telling you need to wake up and poop. And now here you are, 3:30 in the morning, banging on the Fred Wire window. Like, please.
Hey, you know that one on a Sunday where, like, you get up, it's like 3, 4 a.m., but, like, you don't go right back to bed. You know there's a second one coming.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're just hanging outside a grocery store.
Can't have my morning coffee anymore.
Man, the super Fred Meyer and Ballard might be 24 hours. That might be an option. You might have to go to the QFC. I think that one's 24 hours, Ted. I don't know what the closest 24-hour grocery store is beside you.
Mine is not anymore.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's way too many people pooping out front.
And here's the thing. The way the question is phrased, you can't do one at home anymore. So if you think for 1 minute that you could Eastwood that thing with a 5-gallon bucket and stick it in your garage, that's still inside your house.
You can do it in your neighbor's house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They just have to be real cool neighbors.
Exactly. All right, second on the list.
We call that the Mike bucket. My neighbor can't poop in his house. I let him use my garage and use my old Home Depot bucket. Just ignore him when you see him. He's cool.
Second thing you can't do one at home anymore, that would be take a shower. You can't take a shower anymore. And we're including a bath on that as well? Basically, you just can't clean up?
Sure.
Okay.
So you're a grown man. Shower or bath ain't an option.
Yeah? Well, that's a good point. I'll tell you this. You can get around this one if you get a gym membership.
Right.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, we can use the gym in our office for free. So the idea being, depending situationally, what your work situation is, this is one I think that you could manage a little bit.
I agree.
You might have to join like I don't know what kind of club you need to join or something, but you know what I mean? I think a health club would probably be the cheapest on the month.
Yeah, what is it, like Planet Fitness?
Yeah, shower.
Right, super low rates, man. Like, just go in there and shower.
Trust me. We go back to the grocery store bathroom. The gym shower is a weird place, man. I mean, weird things happen there. So, like, these are not the most ideal situations to be in. Even if you're a regular day-to-day guy, you go to the gym all the time. Unless it's an individual stall,
right?
Like a door. If you're in a locker room situation, I'm sorry, man. You have seen a lot of weird stuff go down.
Seen a lot of penis.
But I would rather have to awkwardly shower around people than never poop in my home.
Yeah, than poop next to pantsless guy at the Safeway, just wondering what he's doing in the other stall.
Okay. All right, I think this is going to be the toughest one for people, but I guess it depends on everybody's situation. The third one you can't do at home anymore is sleep.
Yeah. Mike and I were talking about this, and I said, in theory, I don't care where I fall asleep, but I want to wake up at home. That's the whole thing.
I don't think anyone's picking that one.
No,
unless you got like a girlfriend or boyfriend or something where you can crash.
That's pretty much my last pick. And for that reason alone there, Miles. Yes, hotels. Yes, a significant other's place that you're staying at. I need my bed, man. I need my house.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's one of the most important things in my world anyway.
I'm picking pooping, though. I mean, just when I think of anything... If you say, look, we need to leave the house to shower, it's not convenient, but whatever. But, like, when I want to poop, man, if I can be home, the idea of physically leaving my home to go poop really bugs me.
Right. And, like, look, I snore, right? And I feel bad if I spend the night at a girl's house and I snore. But I don't hear it. Like, I feel bad. I don't feel as embarrassed as opposed to, like, trying to poop quiet in their home.
And then hide the stink.
Because the bathroom's near the bedroom. I'm like,
It's a double-edged thing, man. You want to cover the sound, and then if you do cover the sound, there's the stink that follows through. On a bad day, they're treated to both of those things.
Yeah, I mean, even my good friends, like I did it a couple weeks ago. I looked at my buddy and I go, sorry, man, I got to drop a heater at your home.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. And then I came out and he's like, 4 flushes, damn.
Oh, no. Was it really?
Yeah, but snorers are like people who lie to, who lie to the dentist about flossing on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if someone nudges you like, Ted, you're snoring. Like, no, I'm good. No,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, are you falling asleep on the couch? No, I'm good. I'm just resting my eyes. It's like, no. You're snoring. You fell asleep.
Yeah, or it's like,
over.
I sleep on my side. This doesn't happen. You start on your side.
Right. And then
okay.
you move.
Okay.
And then you snore.
When you get on your back, we got a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fourth thing that you can't do when at home anymore is have sex. You can never have sex in your own home, which could be problematic because if you think you could just jump in the car and drive someplace and, I don't know, maybe I guess if you're like 16 years old, you got to go back to finding a place to park. You got to pay for a hotel room.
You know what?
Hopefully,
but it's worth it.
Partner's place.
It's worth it.
Depends on the situation.
It's not convenient. I looked at it like this when I was talking to Mike earlier, right? I live in the city, so my thought goes to city environments, all right? So picture a dumpster in an alley. And of those 4 things, do you want to get a quick shower behind that dumpster? No. Do you want to poop behind that dumpster? I really don't want to. Do you want to have sex behind that dumpster? Sure. Like, to me, it's that, you know what I mean? Like, we could be having a picnic. Do you want to go poop behind that apple tree? No, I do not. Do you want to try to get a shower in the lake? I don't. Do you want to have sex? Yes. So to me, sex is the easy one.
Do we also take the perspective of the partner in there as well? Because maybe they want to have sex at home. Like, doggone it, I'm tired of the fact that you can't have sex at home, and though we have to go behind a dumpster every time we want to do it.
Okay, look, are you, what is weighing more? Are you angrier or hornier? Like, you can be mad about this and we can still have sex.
I just know that when I get the green light, there's a clock that is ticking that doesn't really allow for me to go and find the setting to where I get to have sex.
But that's what I mean with sex, even if it's spur of the moment. Like, you want to have sex in the spot of I would rather have sex in a honey bucket than poop in a honey bucket, in spite of the fact that a honey bucket is designed for you to poop in. But given the choice, that's what I mean. I got to poop at home. Everything else I will figure out. Sex is easy. If you're offering, I'm in.
It doesn't matter what the situation is. If there was a if you were single, Steve, and there was a Greyhound bus that left the King Street station at 7:00, went directly down a little bit past Olympia. There was a girl down there that wanted to have sex with you. And she said, I'll just drive up. I'll drive you to work in the morning. No big deal. I'm headed that way anyway. You'd be on that bus. It wouldn't matter if you had to take
a heartbeat.
another. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you would do anything if you knew there was a guarantee that you could get laid.
That's what I mean. So the sex thing, it's nice to do at home. It's also nice to do when you're not at home. It's just nice to do.
Well, as far as percentage, per cat, let's just look at it like this. Okay, so if you have 2 nights in a hotel room, all right, my money says that you're going to have sex at least 1 time.
Right.
Because you're in a hotel room.
That's why Miles and I share rooms most of the time.
Right.
Yeah, generally the first night, you're getting that done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you're, because it's a different place, you know what I mean? You spend 2 nights at home, those numbers go down significantly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, percentage-wise, you're better playing road games anyway than you are playing home games. You're better on the road from that standpoint than you are when you're sleeping in your own bed. Now, granted, you're sleeping in your own bed more. I get that. But it just seems like the percentages shoot way, way, way up. If it's not your sheets, if it's not, the comfort of your own home, and all that. I don't know what that is, but it's just like, maybe there's an excitement level or something, but it just seems
like you're on vacation, even if it's a business trip. You know what I mean? It's still like, yeah, but I'm not home, so in some way, it's a vacation. Sure, we're here for work, but work happens to be hell. I don't know, Indianapolis. Like, well, baby, Indianapolis isn't really exciting. You want to go back to the hotel and have sex? Cool.
Mm-hmm. And the woman that you meet at the hotel bar, she's there on business too. You know what I mean? So it all works out either way. But yeah.
And look, and think about it like this. The woman that you meet at the hotel bar says, hey, I got this weird thing. I live in Indianapolis, but I can't have sex at home because of this stupid radio show. Can we go up to your room and have sex? And you go, yeah. All right. Same woman, same bar. I live here in town, but because of this dumb radio show, I can't poop in my house. Can I use your hotel room? No.
Yeah, no chance.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Sex to me, it's like water. It's the universal solvent. Pooping, it's a little more like, nah, dog, you can't use my room to poop. I'm sorry. You could use my room to sleep. if you need to nap. You can use my room to shower. If you want to shower, we can use my room to have sex. But if your sole goal is to poop, no. That's why, to me, pooping at home is the single most important one.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm not giving up pooping.
Nope.
No chance.
I slam my gavel in the rest of my case.
I'm going to shower.
Really?
I'm giving up the shower. I think I could shower on the road.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
As far as that goes. You know what I'm saying? Hell, man, I'll figure out a place to shower. I wouldn't be able to do it for 5 days at this point, but hell, it's just me anyway, so who cares, right?
Doesn't matter.
At the same point in time, I can shower at work. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm with Miles. I think I'd rather play shower road games.
I'm still going to take sex. Because
you can shower at home.
Because, like, when I want to take a shower, I take a shower. If I have to take a dump, I take a dump. When I need to go to sleep, my body makes it happen. But it's not like, hey, I want to have sex, and suddenly my wife drops her pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. So if sex is going to come up, again, it doesn't matter where we are. Like, we could be handcuffed in the back of the cop car. Like, well, okay. I mean, like, yeah. Like, and even if you're a cop, I think you'd be happier I'm having sex in the back of your car than pooping in it.
Yeah, it just dawned on me. You're right. Sex, because you get caught having sex, that's one thing. Now, if it was masturbation.
Right.
You have to play a road game every time you want to do that. Like, you're like, oh, hey, Miles.
Masturbating.
Yeah.
Masturbating in public, you know what I'm saying?
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look compared to, like, if you were just with someone, you know what I'm saying? And you pulled behind, I don't know, a grocery store and decided to do it by a dumpster. The cops would be like, guys. You probably get tickets. But if you're masturbating back there vigorously, your name's in the paper.
You're arrested.
I mean, like, you're on the news.
Yeah, I'm not happy you're pooping in my bathroom, but if you looked at me and said, hey, I need your bathroom to go masturbate, I'm like, no.
Exact same thing. Like, no, man.
Our men's room poll, you can't do one at home anymore. Will it be poop, shower, sleep, or have sex? Vote now if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. All right, Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
Are you thinking about selling your home? With Orchard, you can skip the hassles of listing a home and go straight to getting an all-cash offer. It's simple. Once Orchard determines your home value, they make you a cash offer. Then, when Orchard sells your home for more than they paid you for it, you keep all of the profit. Maximize your earnings and minimize the stress of selling your home. Visit Orchard.com to see how you can get an all-cash offer. Orchard, it's the new way to home.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
All right, let's clear this garage. Start a pile here for donations, one over here for recycling, and one more over here for trash. Hang on, what are you doing?
Recycling?
We may need that paint one day, and that can't be recycled.
First, this can looks older than me. And second, paintcare.org says you can.
Paintcare.org. Let me see. Oh, and there's a drop-off site close by. And it's free? Nice.
Dad, no.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, let's hear this game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dummy!
Hola.
Ryan, you sober or not sober?
Yep. I am sober.
You are sober. All right, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Ryan, here's our poll. You can't do one at home anymore. Will it be poop, shower, sleep, or have sex?
I'm going to say sex, because, I mean, we can just do it anywhere, really.
I'm right there with you. In fact, we got a comment that came in. I like this. It says, my second child was conceived behind the Fredericks of Hollywood off Hollywood Boulevard. I'm polyamorous, so having sex at home, not a problem. Don't need it. Been married 21 years, just don't need it at home. We can be creative. Fredericks of Hollywood. Did you name your kid Frederick? That's it. Or if it's a girl, did you name her Holly? Either way.
Wait, what's wrong with Hollywood?
That's what I'm saying. Pay a little tribute, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Ryan. Are you ready for your first question? Good.
Well, I got a real quick question.
What's that?
But I have to ask, what is playing on Miles' TV? Is it golf, or is it what you guys talked about on the Happy Hour?
It's golf again, and we're disappointed because the idea we had on the Happy Hour, in case you don't know, so Miles is coming via Zoom, all right? So Miles is facing us, but behind him is golf. The TV's on, and we said yesterday, look, man, why don't you put on some weird porn, and then you see if we can guess which, what do you call it, thumbnail you clicked.
Which category? You couldn't come up with that one.
Is it puffy nipples? Is it big black bitches? Is it golf, right?
Is it emo or is it golf?
Right.
Hey, listen, it takes us 90 seconds to get off these airwaves and head on over to the Odyssey app for Dirty Big Dummy. Don't you think for 1 minute I'm not going to put that up at an appropriate time when you can really try to guess what the category is. But no, I'm watching the first round of the PGA West tournament down in Palm Springs.
You know, porn, golf, you pick them.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it all day. It's behind me, which sucks.
We'll let you know what's going on, yeah.
Thanks.
By the way, can you even see me? Because my black ass is sitting in front of a window, so I look like the like whodunit cutout that they put on the news. I'm looking at the Zoom.
You're a silhouette of yourself.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you're a silhouette. And
yes, I am.
My head still looks white and shiny.
God, you do look like you're in an interrogation room, dude.
I know.
And I don't know. Like, I'm looking at you in person. You look normal.
Yeah, I know. Just the old white bald head.
It's a light bulb. All right, Ryan, here is your question.
All right.
February, April, May, or October? Which month is named after the Latin word for purification?
Shoot. February?
Oh,
yeah.
One and done.
One and done. Well, I made a multiple choice because the way they said, which month is named for the Latin word for purification? Like, I don't goddamn know. Who the hell would know that?
February, huh? All right.
Yeah, January is named after Janus, 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 which is a god of something.
That way, that makes sense. James Joplin just had her birthday.
Well, that's how it's spelled. Janus. Maybe it's Janus. I don't know.
Janus.
I like Janus.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Janus.
Yeah. And her sister Uranus. Got them all.
You got to put it in program, Mike.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
Oopsie daisy. Had a son named Hugh.
Yeah.
Huge Janus.
Janus.
Janus sounds like a dude doing like he's on like somebody else's song. But you hear the new Yeezy? Yeah, it's got Janus on it.
He's going to be on Pornhub in a minute.
Janus.
Trust me. All right, the game is Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Danny. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy! Hola! Danny, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Danny. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, our men's room poll. You can't do one at home anymore. Will it be, can't do one at home anymore. Will it be poop, shower, sleep, or have sex?
I think it's got to be shower, probably. I got a gym membership. That's the easiest one, I think, to work out there. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm sorry I can't have sex with you because I'm not allowed at home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the other things, they just happen when they happen, right? So.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, have you ever had a weird encounter at the gym there in the locker rooms?
I haven't had any weird encounters. I've seen some weird people doing some weird things. But I don't know about encounter.
What qualifies as what's a weird thing?
Okay, Ted and I used to know a guy, and I think he saw the same guy as I did because we're going to the same gym. He would put his leg up on the sink, right, and get the blow dryer out and just absolutely blow his kit and caboodle, dry.
He used a blow dryer.
Guys like putting their leg on the bench, and their balls basically sag so low they almost hit the bench.
Keep your legs down. Right, I think that's just keep your legs down, man.
Yeah, it's a little unnecessary.
Agreed.
I mean, Miles is leaving out the. At the time, the strangest thing I'd seen was there was one dude who would lift at like the same time.
All right,
but then he would shower up, and then he would start a process of putting on pantyhose and a dress and fitting his wig. And by the time he walked out, you're like, oh, who is that? It's like, wait a minute. I just watched him do this. But it was also weird, right? Because I mean, I don't know what the term is. He saw it but when he walked out of there, you're like, why is, it called me a couple, why is there a woman in the men's locker room? Then I'm like, oh, he just changed.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, exactly. It was latte.
Yes. All right, Danny, here is your first question. If you order Murg from the menu at an Indian restaurant, what meat will you get?
Murg.
Murg. M-U-R-G-H. Merg. Sounds delicious, doesn't it?
I don't know how I've never heard of that before. I don't know. I'm gonna guess rabbit because I don't think it's lamb. I don't know.
See, I think it's a full grape. It's mutton.
No, believe it or not, it is the ever-exciting, ultra-rare chicken.
Merg?
Merg, yeah. Believe it or not.
Huh.
Never heard of that. All
right, question number 2 for you. What variety of bean is used to prepare Boston baked beans?
Kidney beans?
Nope.
Black eyed peas?
Village people sang a song about it. And navy
beans.
Yeah, navy beans.
Navy beans.
Yeah, the song was all about beans.
Well, it was. Most of their songs were about beans.
Yes, they really were. The beans that are made of skin.
Yeah.
All right.
I love them skin beans. Cornbread and skin beans.
All right, your next question. The band ABBA. ABBA is from what country?
Is it? Oh man, it's like Sweden.
Yes.
Very good. IKEA.
Nice work.
And ABBA.
Very good.
All right.
And a Swedish chef.
Hey, look, man, ABBA's one of the biggest bands in the world. IKEA is one of the biggest furniture manufacturers in the world. So when it comes to big, they go big or go home.
Have you heard anything off of the latest ABBA album? If you did not know, they released it down, late last year or early this year?
I have not, but I know you've heard it because it probably played in your house.
I have not heard it, and like you, I'm shocked. I thought for sure the day it dropped, I would walk into it, but no, I have heard nothing. Nothing at all.
I mean, if you went to see Mamma Mia, you've already downloaded it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Who's our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Noah. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola.
Hola. Noah, are you sober, not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Noah. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, our mental poll. You can't do one at home anymore. Will it be poop, shower, sleep, or have sex?
Probably shower.
Shower it is. Okay.
I think that makes the most sense.
Where are you going to shower at, Noah?
I'll probably just ask a friend.
But see, after a while, your friend's going to be like, dude, it's not that I mind seeing you, but you got to stop showering here all the time. Right. Because there's now different hair. Like, my thing is, like, when I look at my bathroom, there are the hairs of the people that live in my home, all right? I can accept my wife's hair. I can accept my children's hair. I can accept my hair. Mike, I love you, bud. You leave a hair on my soap like you can't come back. I'm not okay with it.
Oh, hell that. Look, man, if you're under the age of 30 years old, you're lucky if your friend even has an extra towel. You're going to have to use this old, damp, nasty towel that he barely hung up or kicked on the floor. Like, you're not going to get a washcloth.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you don't have to have sex, but I mean, there's even bath houses in my neighborhood. I could go in there and literally just take a shower.
And have sex.
Well, yeah.
You could crush a couple of things there, man.
I could.
I'd have sex first, then do the shower.
Then do the shower, yeah. Unless they insisted on someone being clean.
Ooh, no, you might want a double shower.
Right.
Yeah, get clean, dirty, then clean again.
Then dirty, then, yeah.
I'll give him credit, man. That place is spotless.
If you have sex in the shower, are you getting clean? We're in the shower, but we're having sex. How does that qualify?
Yeah, you're getting clean. Sure. You should come out pruned.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of you. All right, here is your question. What is the lowest ranking ace in the game of bridge?
King.
What did you guess?
King.
No, the lowest ranking ace
club
would be club. How do you guys know this? What are you, actually 85 years old?
What? Club just feels like a low suit.
I know nothing about the game of bridge. Really?
Was like, I don't know how to play.
I would guess like hearts or diamonds would be one or two, between the two of them.
No, I feel like spades and hearts always matter somehow.
See, for me, those are the two diamonds.
Those are the two games, right? Like, I don't know how to play hearts. I know how to play spades.
I played hearts, played spades. They don't even have clubs or diamonds, do they?
Not that
As games?
No, I've never heard of a game called clubs or diamonds.
Mm-hmm, that's what I'm saying. They're the low ones.
We used to play a game. What was it? Like, something was wild, like deuces, jacks, the king with the axe, and a pair of natural sevens takes everything.
See, I can't remember all that
Deuces,
stuff.
jacks, king, right? So, like, not all the kings were wild, just the dude with the axe.
Is that suit? No, he has a sword. Which one has the axe?
Deuces are wild.
The King of Hearts is the one that's stabbing himself in the head.
Yeah, it's a Suicide King.
Is there one with an axe? Hang on.
There is. It might be crap. I don't remember. Here we go. All right, Noah, your next question. What stadium is nicknamed the house that Ruth built?
Man. T-Mobile?
T-Mobile.
So close. So that would be Yankee Stadium. Yes, indeed.
King of Diamonds is the one with the axe.
King of Diamonds. All right.
Well, he's wild in that game, Mike. Wild! Yeah, I mean, I'd blow people's mind if we started playing Dealer's Choice again instead of just playing Hold'em all the time.
When's the last time someone played poker and it wasn't Hold'em? Like, I
Never heard of it.
Right.
Got 7-card stud.
Yeah, but I mean, do people still play it? I mean, the game still exists, but anytime someone says, "Hey, man,
do you want to play
poker night?" It's Hold'em.
It's always Texas Hold'em.
Right.
Like, honestly, the last time probably was 5 or 6 years ago, but I was back east with a group of dudes I grew up with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Mike, we never heard of Texas Hold'em, but yeah, night ball, day ball, 7-card draw, 7-card stud.
I always thought Texas Hold'em was a masturbatory stance.
Blood and guts. You asked the question. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
Blood and guts was great. I love that game.
All right, Noah, your question.
Question number 4.
Question number 4. In the movie Speed, dropping below what speed would blow up the bus?
Can you say that again?
In the movie Speed, with Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, dropping below what speed would blow up the bus?
100 miles per hour.
It's a bus, man.
Isn't Sammy Hagar really big on this speed?
No, Sammy Hagar would be okay. It's 50, just 50 miles an hour.
50.
I
Nice.
thought it was 55.
If they filmed it in Seattle, it'd be like, if this bus goes over 50 miles an hour to blow up, and everyone would be chill. Like, oh, we won't.
Yeah, and every third block, that thing's got to fall off the top.
Oh, right. All right, your question. Who appears alongside Jim Carrey in the 1994 cinematic masterpiece, Dumb and Dumber?
Owen Wilson?
Is it Jeff Bridges?
It is Jeff Bridges.
Some people call it his greatest role.
Who are those people?
Or his only?
Well, Jeff Bridges has been in a bunch of other stuff, right? But like, I feel like I know. Well, no, he's been in real stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff. And what's crazy, Jim Carrey was on his way up. Jeff Daniels was always about the same, right? Mostly a character actor, and they offered him...
Jeff Bridges?
Jesus, Jeff Bridges.
Did you say Jeff Daniels?
Jeff Daniels.
Wait, wasn't it Jeff Daniels that was in
Daniels.
All right.
It was Jeff Daniels, but he got paid like 1/4 of what Jim Carrey made. He did not know until later. All right, your question, phlebitis. Phlebitis is the inflammation of what?
Your lips.
Are you thinking the bitis? Phlebitis. Phlebitis is the inflammation of your veins.
That makes sense because it's something to do with blood.
Phlebotomy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Question number 7.
All right, question number 7. What is the capital of Alabama? Home of the minor league Biscuits, I believe. Is that where they're from?
Yeah, they have a minor league team that has a biscuit. It's got its mouth open, so the biscuit is split in half, and there's a tab of butter for a tongue. And of course, the eyeball's on top.
Capital of Alabama.
St. Louis?
St. Louis is in Missouri. The capital of Alabama, named for our very own Miles, it is Montgomery, Alabama.
Lovely place. Once went out back there.
Yeah, I feel like in Montgomery, Alabama, there's a lot of affordable steaks.
I think a lot of things would just be affordable. Just, just a general feeling I have.
You down here to see the biscuits, boy?
You got a Western Sizzler?
All right, your question. Which two Peanuts characters have the last name Van Pelt?
Alex and Scott.
Sam and Linus?
Who'd you guess?
Sam and Linus?
Linus is one of them, and his crotchety older sister, Lucy.
Question 9.
Jeff Daniels' other great movie, of course, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
A lot of people
very
saying
similar.
the best 2 movies he's been in, Dumb and Dumber and Gettysburg.
They were going to do a mashup of them.
I am lots of people.
And I admit, I only recently learned this thanks to the movie Free Guy, which my son insists is the greatest movie ever made. This is a masterpiece to him, but to a video gamer, what is an NPC?
Non-playable character.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, there we go.
I seriously learned that from Free Guy.
I did not know.
Okay.
I didn't know. They kept saying an NPC. I'm like, what the F is that, man?
Who's Free Guy?
You haven't heard Free Guy?
Oh.
So it's a movie with Ryan Reynolds. It came out. It's actually pretty funny. My kids absolutely love this thing. It is like their super smash hit, man.
Huh.
This is their Star Wars. They think it is the greatest movie ever made.
Hell yeah.
Why don't we do one more contestant on Big Dummy? 206-421.
Hello, Joe Dredd. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Joe, sober, not sober?
I am sober.
Joe Dredd is sober. All right,
Yeah, I
Joe,
just got
men's
home
room
from
poll.
work.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do one at home anymore. Will it be poop, shower, sleep, or have sex?
Well, you know, when before COVID hit, when I was going to the gym like 5 days out of the week, I very rarely showered at home, so I'm going to go to the shower.
Shower. That's a good call.
Yeah. And hey, so Miles, I'm hoping that you feel better in time for your big rock and roll birthday party, January 29th at El Corazon.
We're throwing a whole party for you, man.
That's amazing. Yeah, I hope I feel better too.
We decided to put the originals together. He got Almost Human together.
Yeah.
We said, because it's Miles' birthday, let's do this show. Let us do this show for Miles.
Big rip roaring rock and roll show for you, Miles.
Joe, let me ask you one thing, man. Are you playing Hard Luck Woman? Because if you are, I just want to give you a hard time in advance.
That's the only one I want.
You know what? Our drummer really wanted to do it, and I told him, you know what? I think we need to pass on it this time, but I tell you, we're going to bring all of your favorite rock and roll Kiss songs and that one ballad that you really hate.
Just for my birthday, Joe, can you guys play Tears Are Falling? And I'll cry because it's my birthday.
No. We'll do Lick It Up for you.
No.
Tears Are Falling. No.
Hey, Joe, one thing, do yourself a favor, just when you guys have a little extra time of practice. Miles and I swear by this, and we broke into song on the elevator. We're convinced that in the voice of Michael McDonald, any song sounds cool. And we started singing Lick It Up and Heaven's on Fire in Michael McDonald's voice. I'm telling you, next level stuff.
Yeah. There's a niche for that.
There's got to be.
Lick it up.
Look it up. It's only right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the line, dude.
Lick it up. Lick it up. Oh.
We were literally outside singing this stuff, man.
Heaven's on fire. Feel my heat taking you high. Burn with me. Heaven's on fire.
Heaven's on fire. I got you, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That sounds fun. All right, we'll do it.
All right, Joe, you're a musician. Here's your question. What band was once called the Detours? Was it the Beatles, the Who, Kiss, or Led Zeppelin?
I'm going to go with the Who because it doesn't sound familiar.
Damn.
All right.
Hey,
One and done.
Easy.
Nice.
All right, Joe, I'll be seeing you soon, man.
See you at the birthday bash, Joe. Thanks so much. More of Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
Imagine if you could sell your home and get paid twice. With Orchard, you can. It's simple. First, Orchard makes you a cash offer on your home. If you accept it, here's your cash. Really. Then Orchard handles the rest. Painting, repairing, listing, and showing your home. And when it sells for more than Orchard paid you for it, you get to keep the profit. Learn how to get paid twice for selling your home. Visit Orchard.com. It's the new way to home.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.